Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live Ignite Fire studio reaction with the NF Journey. I'm Jacob, your unfiltered, uncensored, tell it like it is, slap your mama, make some biscuits, throw some gravy on it kind of preacher.
And I'm Jeff Shirrell, your leadership development coach and inspirational speaker. Let's go.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave your comment down below because this is live. So we're able to interact with you and those who are watching. And that's one of the great things about going live.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so much fun with this software and being live on all the channels. So if you're watching right now and you want to respond or drop your 2 cents or, hey, where are you from right now? We had a guy last time who was fishing.
That's right.
He's like, I'm fishing right now watching you guys. So
yeah, just had his headphones on.
Yeah, just tell us what you're doing, tell us what you're up to, and yeah, anything that you have about NF and how NF has touched your lives.
So let's get into this video reaction. My name's Jacob, this is Jeff Shirrell, and this is Ignite Fire. All right, let's go ahead and get into this video reaction. Let's pull it up here. Actually, let's turn these comments on. All right.
Here we go.
Let's get into it.
You and I, we've been doing a lot together. And I look back and I appreciate all the times that we had together.
All the times we had together.
We have to stop it because you got to tell everybody what happens during these videos.
So Jeff stopped it this time. Yep. Normally I will stop it a couple of seconds in to let everyone know, give you a warning. We are going to stop this video periodically and we are going to discuss what's going on in the video. So that was the
heads up. That was the warning.
The heads up warning. We're going to stop periodically. Let's go ahead and get back into this video reaction.
You know, I appreciate all the times that we had together.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I remember just going down in my room and, you know, trying to deal with some things. And you've always been there for that. Always. Just me and you. You and I been best friends ever since I was a young kid. Everything we did, where's time went? Got a lot of years coming up ahead of us, and ever since we met, I knew we'd get somewhere. But the fact is, I ain't really know when. I don't really know how either, but I can feel the goosebumps, my skin right in. I've been waiting for the moment. You and I can make it happen. A lot of people thinking we ain't gonna make it rapping. I ain't got a problem with them though. That don't even matter. We ain't looking for the people trying to say that we the baddest. Nah, never like that. Came a long way, never did it for the money. We ever make it big, I'ma give it to the family. Looking back now, everything is looking funny. You and I in the room writing, up late when the mood strikes us. We don't care if they do like us. Writing songs for the haters we ain't even got yet. Freestyling, somebody turn the mic up. Talking about things we don't really understand. Talking about things we don't really comprehend. Me and you trying to get it, we ain't quitting to the end. Now I'm standing on stage trying to give it to the fans. We took that.
What? Trying to give it to the fans?
I love the bass line on this one.
Yeah,
this is the first time I think that I've really felt that. It's that 90s like heavy bass line that you would hear.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Bone Thugs or something like that.
In harmony.
How did we go broke?
Think of all the lost hoes.
Somehow we must have taken
a wrong turn at crossroads.
Maybe we should change.
And you know what? I think the headphones, because and guys that are watching, we got to get Jeff some new headphones. His head is a little too big for the headphones.
Every time I come in, I'm like stretching them out. I'm like, who was wearing these?
Yeah,
small-headed person was wearing these headphones.
We got to get them in extra large.
There we go. Please, super thanks. Please donate to the Jeff Shirrell Headphone Fund.
And we do appreciate those super thanks. It helps this channel continue to
put your request in there too. Yeah, with the super thanks, we'll definitely bring it up and give you thanks.
And don't forget, we're live right now. We got 2 people watching. Yep. Go ahead and leave a comment in the chat so we can give you a shout out since you're watching live right now, because we appreciate you.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and put this back.
There we go.
Here we go.
Talking about things we don't really understand. Talking about things we don't really comprehend. Me and you trying to get it, we ain't quitting to the end. Now I'm standing on stage trying to give it to the fans. We took that karaoke machine from my room and we put it up to the CD player and played the instrumentals. And
how many people have done the karaoke deal? Some people should not do the karaoke out in public.
Saying?
die when it's 80 millions.
Singing in the shower is okay, you know, but when you go out in public, unless you're drinking, you know, and I don't promote drinking. I'm an ex-alcoholic.
Here we go. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
I used to sing Always and Forever.
Oh, really?
Always and Forever.
You can actually sing, though.
Yeah, that song's not my best, though.
So for those watching and listening, do you have a go-to karaoke song? Put it in there. And what would be your NF go-to song?
Oh, yeah.
So there
you know what song I really like?
Yeah.
It's an old one. Is it Joe Crocker?
Okay.
Yeah, from what's the show that used to have it?
Wonder Years.
Wonder Years. That used to be my favorite show growing up.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
God.
I gotta tag my.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? You got to do the.
That's actually. I'm gonna tag my mom. That was the family show. My mom would always like bring us together around a show. And that was the very first one we watched the Wonder Years, which as I look back, I'm like, it's kind of a depressing show.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And then then after that, we moved on to, I always want to say Tool Time, but that was the name of the show on the show. But that was the name of the show.
Yeah, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Tim the Toolman Taylor, his show on the show
Home
was called
Improvement.
Home Improvement. That's it.
That's right.
All right,
That's right. What's your guys' favorite show growing up?
There you go.
And when I think about the Wonder Years, it was kind of nostalgic, though.
Oh yeah.
You know, even looking back,
It was tough. I mean, it was not this happy-go-lucky Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, exactly.
It was real. Okay, now let's go back.
Kind of like NF. NF is real music.
What would you do?
Karaoke machine from my room, and we put it up to the CD player and played the instrumentals, and man, we've come a long way. A long way. I made a lot of mistakes, you've been there for the whole thing. Help me with the drama, rapping in the car outside daily. We don't care if it's a winter, we don't care if it's a summer. I remember writing raps with the curse words. I just wanna hear it, seems like everybody does it. Did it for a while, wasn't into all the customs. Tried to find who I was, being everything I was in real life.
What do you think about the cuss words?
Okay. Okay. So interestingly enough that you said that, then this song, he explains why. This is the note on from Nikki's notes. He explains why he does not cuss in his music.
Oh,
which is very interesting to hear that he used to and he tried that. Which I kind of love because I mean, I can bring it. You know, I have that skill and ability to wield, you know, cuss words like a
sailor.
My father wove a tapestry of obscenity that, as far as we know, is still hanging in space over Lake Michigan.
Yeah, like a sailor and like a ninja, man. I would cut you up. But I've learned to control the mouth, right, as it says in the word. That was my resolution in 2023. So
that's like Paul, a friend of ours, Paul. I think that's the second language.
Oh man, I can interpret. I can interpret that.
So I used to cuss a lot, a lot.
That's amazing.
For those who don't know, I grew up very uneducated, and I was in the hood, you know, and I was intelligent, but my words were not very well. I wasn't well spoken, and so I used to cuss a lot. And I remember a guy would say, you know, you should probably read a book, and I was like, well, why? He's like, to come up with some new words.
Oh, whoa!
And he goes, when you open your mouth, you let the world know who you are. And I remember that had an impact on me. So you know, and now if I was to cuss, it just doesn't seem. I could just say the slightest word, and it just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right coming out my mouth.
So as Jesus said, it's not what goes into a mouth that defiles a man; it's what comes out.
Yeah, that's right.
And
unless you're eating some. There's some people that have some bad breath, and it's like they picked up a turd, put it in their mouth, and they're chomped on it for breakfast. And
let me have a smell. Come on. Oh, wow.
You know, if that's you, someone needs to love you enough to say, "Hey, bro, you need to brush your teeth and use some mouthwash."
It's that, you know, coffee, and then you go in to kiss the wife, and she's like, you know, go take a breath first. Come on now, with your coffee breath. But you know, that's a great point with regard to. Wait, you said something. I didn't grow up educated, But the reality is that street education is very valuable.
Yes.
So I would just, encourage you to adjust that because I tell you what, man, there's people out there that don't know how to operate in public. Yeah. And being a part of public and knowing public, especially, the different sides of the street is very valuable.
And being street smart is lacking, I think, in, I won't say what generation.
Yeah. A certain generation. You know what? You put your own
What do you think about
Go ahead, put that in the
about
comments.
street smarts, Especially
when you're looking at your phone the whole time.
We'll have to do another video, but I was watching this video with Michael Knowles and there was a Democrat, Michael Knowles, and Kevin O'Leary, and this other chick. And the more she spoke, the I felt as if my IQ was going down.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that when
you're
Trump is
accusing me
reelected,
of fascism.
he can get away. He can
Francesca,
get away
you're
with
accusing me
getting
of
rid of the
fascism. That's a
Department of
big charge.
Education.
All I would point out is that it's not my party that's imprisoning its political opponents right now. So if we're going to throw that,
it was bad. No street smarts whatsoever. But let's go back and
let everybody think you're a fool.
Yeah.
And then until you open your mouth and prove them right.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Curse words, I just wanna hear it, seems like everybody does it. Did it for a while, wasn't into all the customs, tried to find who I was, being everything I was in real life, yeah. Got a lot of anger, you know where I'm at, put it all over the pages and wrote it in the rap, said that we could be amazing. If I give us a chance, now I'm looking around like, yeah, look at where we at now. We ain't made a chat, but they can hear us in the background coming. Some are gonna hate it, some are gonna love it. I'ma put it in his hands and let God do the judging, yeah. Remember me and you always.
Some are gonna love it, some are gonna hate it. I'm gonna say it, put it in God's hands, and let. What do you say? What was it?
And let them judge it.
Yeah, let them. Oh man, that's good.
That is a good one.
Oh yeah.
Hear us in the background coming. Some are gonna hate it, some are gonna love it. I'ma put it in his hands and let God do the judging, yeah. Remember me and you, always had you in the backpack, took you into school, writing on you like it's nothing. A lot of people in the room see me scribble on the page, but they ain't got a clue, no, they ain't got a clue. We at the beginning, hoping someday you and I can say we made it and we did it. You ain't nothing but a notepad, show me who you kidding. I'm just running out of space, I'll be back in a minute, turn the page on me.
You know what's crazy is, this just started as something that was an escape for us, And now I look around and there's a lot of people out there going through the same things, we've been through. And now this music we write is actually making an impact. It's crazy.
Whoa. NF. Did he just hit that stack of paper like a linebacker? I'm about to
tackled it. Tackled down his notepad.
He said, sucker, what? I got to go back. I'm going to see that again. He said,
slow-mo.
They're going through the same things, we've been through. Now this music.
How much does that bring people together when we're able to share some of our vulnerabilities and make that apparent? Because when somebody's fake and they're always presenting us a facade of, oh yeah, I'm perfect, everything's good. It's almost like a barrier that keeps you from connecting with someone.
Yes.
And I remember I was watching Myron Golden, and he said, I'm going to share with you some of my struggles. And it was interesting. The one thing that he said was, I was broke 10 years ago. And he had just shared it. And he said, I remember when my wife was pregnant and the water and the electric bill couldn't get paid, and they both got shut off at the same time. And I'm in the house with my pregnant wife thinking, what am I going to do? And he said, and if you haven't had enough pain, then you don't have enough motivation to get out and do something about it. He said, because if you're comfortable, he goes, there's no reason to do anything about it.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Just being as vulnerable as he was with that, I'm like, man, I know what that feels like.
Well, and so pain is one of the most greatest motivators. Fortunately, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately in the moment, but fortunately in the result and the fruit that comes from that. And then here's the thing, I say that a lot because that is exactly how I started my coaching journey. Was I would start first. I would broach the subject first, and then see what the person would do in response. So it's like in a situation, I'm in the gym with this guy. He's sitting there. He's like, "Hey, how's your day going?" And I'm like, "That's all right." And he goes, "Why? What's up?" And I go, "My wife and I are, I don't know, things just aren't good. Like we were having a fight last night." He goes, "Yeah, you know what?" He goes, "Same thing here." And then hour later, a real conversation occurred, real topics were discussed, and real help was delivered. And I was like, oh, like I got to go first. And here's the thing: is like most guys, if they're not down for that, or if they're not up for the conversation, they're going to change the subject. Like, all right, well, yeah, man, that's things. So I've been there. Back to my rack, right? So and here's the thing too: is like when you share vulnerably, like Myron Golden did. Watch this. If you ever do this, if you are ever wanting to see this happen, be courageous and share something vulnerable, and watch what happens to the other person. One of two things are going to happen. Either they're going to bolt, or what most likely will happen is, especially if it's in a somewhat trusting relationship, they'll lean in. And people want to lean in because they want to help, right? And then we're just designed to serve one another. We're designed to help and come around somebody to help them through that. So when you share something vulnerable, people lean in, and it creates that mutual connection. And as well as we go with the Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit will often put you in front of people with a like situation, and who's going to have the courage to actually say something and bring it up, and then receive and connect over that and start to grow through it together.
Absolutely. Here we go. And guys, don't forget to leave your comments down below. Since we're live right now, we can hear you. We'll give some shout outs for those who are watching, and we want to interact with you guys. So let me pull this back up. Let's go back a few seconds and press play.
There's a lot of people out there going through the same things we've been through. Now this music we write is actually making an impact. It's crazy.
There it is. NF Real Music, let's go, bro.
Notepad, what'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I like it.
I like the bass line.
Yeah. For those who are watching, what was your favorite moment of this song or phrase or bar?
And what did you glean from it, or what do you know about it that we haven't mentioned yet? So please keep us educated and help us to grow in our knowledge on this. The thing that I love, what I always refer to in helping a few people with these aspects, is he's talking about that notepad. And I just think of that scene in 8 Mile. Where Eminem is sitting there on the bus, scribbling, writing, right? He's on the bus, he's in the lab, and that's where the skill set comes in. It's those hours you're putting in where you're sharpening that skill, and you're growing that skill by sets and reps, and just getting better and better. And then after 10 years, you become the overnight success. Or after 10,000 hours or 10,000 lines, you become very successful because you know how to put it together because you've been doing it in the dark.
Yeah,
I got a friend who has this gifting of spoken word, absolute gifting, and I'm just like, get your notepad out and start. And I've seen some of his work, and it's amazing. But I'm like, this is the time to start to do this. If you are going to bring this gift that God has given you to the world, then get that notepad out and start scribbling in it, just like Eminem, just like NF. I'm so glad that he did this and that we got a chance to see this, because this is what is your notepad, and what do you need to start scribbling on it now to get better at it so that you can bring it to the world, and when the opportunity comes, you can step into it like a champion.
That's right. And what I heard too is 10,000 hours, right? 10,000 hours at your craft will put you in front of everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's your average amount of practice. It's a Malcolm Gladwell.
So we've only got like maybe 3 hours live. We got some, but we got some hours to get through.
But I challenge you, right? You love doing this. We love doing this.
Oh yeah.
And you are constantly putting in hours. You're the late night guy. So between 6 p.m. and 2 a.m., Jacob is cranking away, which is why his shorts come out in the middle of the night, and a lot of his videos drop then. But those hours count too. In all the videos. If you go back, here's a fun one for you guys. Go back on Ignite Fire, search video by oldest, and start watching. It's kind of fun.
Oh,
And you
my
can
God,
just
the
scroll through and you can see the evolution of the studio. So you see it now, it looks amazing. Go back to some of those first few. There's still some of these elements like this item here, the Ignite Fire. And then this Prophet's platform. You can see these things just start to come into play throughout Jacob's journey. And it's only really like a year and a half. So
yeah. Since we've really been dedicating. And guys, I love you guys so much that I was up hours and hours last night for today's broadcast because the audio just wasn't right. I was obsessing over the audio. I'm telling you, I tried everything because we're using our computer, the camera switcher, the audio mixer, and we're watching on a big screen. I'm changing everything up, but the audio on the last live just was not where it should have been. And so now hopefully it's good right now, so those who are watching can appreciate the actual song and not have the audio phase in and out. Yeah.
Well, and it is funny. He's absolutely telling the truth because we sat down for a good 10 minutes before, and he was just telling me what he was working on. And I'm like, man. And then we did a test live to make sure it sounded good, and you could just see, okay,
it's working.
Finally,
it's working.
Good job, Jacob.
So thank you guys for clicking on today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, leave a comment down below, like and share this video. And don't forget to give us some super thanks, some super chats while we're on the live stream. And that way we can continue to do what we're doing. And just hit that little subscribe button. That helps us out. I was just checking our subscribe rate, and there's like 80% of people that are watching that are not subscribed.
They're missing out.
So that would help us more than anything.
I know you love this. I know if you love this content along with everybody else's stuff, click on here. We're going live regularly.
That's right. And we love you. God loves you. Until next time, God bless.